Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And well, I hope this video finds you well in this incredible space that is at the moment very intense. It's still a little choppy out there after the liquidations. Bitcoin is steady in a 110 to 111 range. Yeah, still unchanged in the dominance, sitting at around 58. And a market overall under the beautiful 4 trillion mark. It's at 3.6 trillion to be more precise. And I just tell you, the personal stories that are flooding in on X are tough. That one sudden wick and poof, everything is gone. Even the considered safe play of just 3-time leverage. The truth is, there is no safe leverage. I hope the lessons are not only learned, but remembered. There is some good news. A very good post coming from Hugo Filion of Flare Networks. He said last night was a sizable stress test, and Flare, the F assets, and Flare's data protocols performed well and as expected. Yeah, that is great news. I want to look at this big, beautiful graphic by Stetis, where he has kept track of all the DATs. Those would be the digital asset strategy companies that have chose to put the digital asset XRP on their treasury. And this is, well, all 9 of them so far, 5 from the US, 1 from Canada, 1 from the UK, 1 from China, and finally 1 coming in from Singapore. Combined, all of them have promised to hold over 1 billion XRP. I would like to see the links to the wallets, which I'm sure everyone else would also like to see, to verify the XRP on-chain balances. It's easy peasy to do because of the public ledger. And then we can determine for ourselves which announcements were just to spike their stock or those that truly followed through. You always want to trust, but verify. I had a little bit of fun creating my own image on X with Grok, and this is about some big news coming from Securitize with Cantor Fitzgerald. Yes, well, can you tell from this what's going on? Let me explain. It's a surprise pairing for sure. Securitize is in SPAC talks. That's the quick IPO route with the Cantor Fitzgerald company. That's the multifaceted Tether partner. This mashup would likely boost the real-world assets by unlocking fresh capital flows. I just want to know, though, would this derail Securitize's multi-chain approach? Let's just quickly understand for sure what a SPAC is. It's when a publicly traded shell entity that raises capital with the aim of acquiring a private company. So once the merger is complete, the private company, which is Securitize in this case, becomes public without going through those traditional and typically lengthier and expensive, I might say, initial public offering IPO process. Circle, the USDC stablecoin issuer, almost went that way, but their SPAC merger with the Concord Acquisition Corporation in 2021 was terminated. And if you remember, Link2 also almost went this way. When the announcement was made, Securitize said that they and Ripple were going to bring crypto mainstream. The behemoths BlackRock and Van Eck announced plans to tokenize money markets, and they would do this through Securitize, the fund holders, and they would be able to redeem fund assets for RLUSD directly on-chain. And yes, that on-chain was going to be on both ETH and the XRP Ledger. Brad Garlinghouse posted that he was excited to see these fund holders redeem shares for RLUSD on Ethereum 24/7, 365 days a year through Securitize. And as he says here, soon to come, the RLUSD pair on the XRP Ledger. I just want to be very precise here that I don't want to see any horses changed in the middle of the stream. I know that there is power, politics, money, and ego when it comes to what chains are being utilized. And I just hope that they follow through with the RLUSD on the XRP Ledger. This crazy character is what was chosen to be the mascot or character for the Japan World Expo. And in October 2023, we learned that SBI Holdings, through their digital wallet, was going to mint these NFTs using the XRP Ledger. On October 9th, just a few days ago, we found out this NFT issuance has now achieved a Guinness World Record. SBI was pleased to announce that Myaakoon, which is the name of the character, has been certified as the Guinness World Record for the most NFT images issued at a single event. And this certification ceremony was held in Osaka back in September. As of October 9th, approximately 9.94 million NFTs have been minted. And yeah, I can just say the character has always been a little bit odd for me, but it was nice to see that it made this Guinness World Record, and XRP Ledger was a part of it. There was an interesting question on X today. What was your earliest memory of the internet? Well, first, for me, it was the crazy World Wide Web stories of what exactly it would do, which were, for the most part, very wrong. And then it was followed by the major retailers who were such laggards at adopting online shopping. That was about 1995, 1996-ish. And then it was coupled with fear of using a credit card and accidentally seeing something you shouldn't see. Yeah, it's that thing that starts with a P. I heard that more than a few times. You may have thought that Japan had its first woman prime minister. Nearly, I think, 98% of us thought that. However, there has been a big surprise with a 26-year coalition fallout. And now we have a possible upset. It's looming. And just by the way, the prime minister here is not voted for by the people, but by Japan's House of Representatives, which is called the Diet. And this is something that was put into place after World War II, and it was actually constructed by the United States. This is the building where the vote will take place. And which way do I think it'll go? I just don't know. There are so many high stakes chess moves being made. It's just really impossible to say, I think, at this point, but we'll definitely be keeping a watch. All right, everybody, until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.